It is time finally for the Comic Book Community Awards 2023, where we will come down and celebrate these great content creators on YouTube. This thing that has been a year in the making is finally upon us, and a pimp named Slaughter could not be more excited to share this night with you, his comic book brothers and sisters, as we push this comic book culture into the digital age, baby. Now, I know we're a diverse bunch of people. Some people think things have gone too woke. Some people think it ain't woke enough. You know, our debates about these things are funny to me. We act like the fate of the multiverse depends upon our arguments that we're having. But none of these things matter. I know they're fun. I know many of us say we don't want drama, but we click like quick. We love to talk about is DC better than Marvel? Are independent books better? Is this movie too woke? You might have voted for this guy, you might have voted for that guy, but tonight none of that matters because there's space in this comic book tent for all of us. And that's the beautiful thing about this comic book hobby. Because I want to remind y'all of one thing. Our differences are like these variant covers that we like to buy so much. Yes, that cover on the outside is different than the one that I bought. But if you open up that book and look inside, it's the same story. And our story is a love for comic books. And that's what tonight is all about. So set your culture wars aside and let's just focus on the one thing that unites us all in this diverse, divided world. And that is the wonderfulness, the beautifulness of this comic book hobby and this comic book media. In the words of the great philosopher Stan Lee, Excelsior, baby. Now let's get this party started. You feel me?
Haters gonna hate, 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 hate.
Butts.
What up? What up? What up? It is Tuesday once again, and it is time for another FOC and chill. We got my guy Scotty Vaughn up on the stage already. He was not a big winner on Saturday night at the Comic Book Community Awards, but he was a winner in our hearts. And it was cool seeing you up there with all the other finalists. So, man, congratulations on being up there. And congratulations to Brian. You know, I shot that opening speech, but it didn't have the music. Brian actually added that music, and I thought the music was a nice touch. Actually, I didn't have the church sermon idea in my head when I did it, but it kind of ended up being that. You know, so the music made perfect sense. But it was a lot of fun, man. Thank you to Brian for letting me tag along for that. I thought it went off really well. I thought there was a lot of ways in which he really improved it. The best way I thought he improved it was the pacing. I mean, the pacing of the show was so much better this year. So much better this year. The way he broke up, the way he broke up the this or that with TM and Roscoe as little breaks, I thought that was really smart. So yeah, he's getting better, man. He's getting smarter about it. He's starting to see what he's doing and figuring out how to do it better every single time. So excited for what's next. It's time to gear up for next year. You know me. I'm gonna be back there pushing it as much as I can. Let's say what's up to the chat here. Of course, we got my guy, Las Cruces. I thought for sure it was him or Chop. I thought they were shoe-ins for supporters. I'm not mad about was it TM or Trev that won? It was TM that won, right? I'm not mad about
that was tough, man. All deserved.
Not bad. I thought for sure Las Cruces or Chopper Drop were shoe-ins, though. I was
personally thought it would be one of the two, honestly. But yeah, Travis, he deserves it as well, though.
TM came in. Yeah, I've always called him the hardest working man in YouTube because he was involved. He's not as involved as he was before. I mean, he's still involved, but he used to be really involved in a lot of channels. So I used to call him the hardest working man in comic book YouTube. So I'm not mad about it. Makes sense to me. It was just unexpected. What up, Phil? Good to see you, my homie. Never enough Phils. We got Wellbore in the house out here representing the oil drillers everywhere. What's up, my guy? Thanks for coming through. We got Psychedelic Comics, man. I've been really like I've come to the conclusion that psychedelics actually do open up like new worlds and new realities. I'm starting to really believe. I don't have an experience with psychedelics really.
Oh, you
But
don't?
just from reading and watching things, like I've just come to believe. And also, you know, I took a couple of summer classes in college at Butler Community College,
Okay.
and one of my I hated English class until I took this dude. There was this old dude from like the hippie from the '60s. But one of the nights we had class, he told us about his LSD trips, and I think that probably really started I think now I was curious about it before, but after he said that, I was like, man, I really started looking into it. I think things like LSD, things like ayahuasca, which I've never done either, but I really do think that they open up new realities. Now that might be dumb, who knows? But I've really come to think it.
You
Though.
really have
What do
to
you
be the kind of person that can be in the right state of mind
and not flip out
like
about
going
it?
into it. Yeah, it's bad for me. Like it's not good for me. It's not something that helps me at all. But for some people, I could see it helping.
I had a good friend of mine tell me that I shouldn't do it. He had done it, and he had many like he was my go-to guy for questions about any kind of drugs. Like he had done it all, and he said I shouldn't do it. And that always mattered to me because he had the experience to know. So I have not done it, but man, I think like it might unlock.
I'm leaning towards no, man. I'm leaning towards just
No,
yeah.
I mean, maybe when I'm 60, when my kids are done, I might give it a try when I'm feeling like fuck it, But no, I'm not doing it anytime soon. Believe me. If I got a little money, I would go do ayahuasca though. I would.
I can't get in the right state of mind. You just have to be one of those people. You have to be in a good state of mind going into it, or it's not going to be good.
I feel like I'm the kind of person that could control those things. I'm very self-aware in my brain, like at all times. I feel like more.
Dude,
I've
that's
come to
great.
realize I've come to
You
realize
would
in
be
my
good
older
then.
age. Yeah, not everyone's like that. I used to think everyone was like that, but I realize now that no. We got Trev, the shipping guru. What's up, Trev? Good to see you, my dude.
What's up, dude?
Another one of the great finalists at the CBC Awards, and a huge help to us, Lincoln, the winners and the finalists and stuff. So thank you for that, man. That was a big deal because that's a big part of what the awards were about, which is sharing links and getting people opportunities to get plugged into this community that we're building here for much longer than I've been around. It's definitely been, we're what is it? Comic Journey called us COVID baby channels, and I'm a COVID baby channel. Ain't no lying about that.
Yep.
Link is in the chat if anybody.
You got me
link
in
is
there.
in the chat. Yeah, hell yeah, baby. I did. It took me a little while. It's funny. I was looking at your channel. I see you're approaching 2,000. I'm like, damn, dude. I remember thinking I was cool with my 100 subs. Being like, come do this with me. I got 100 subs. I'm the cool guy now. And this dude is blue. Like, it's really cool, though. I'm not upset or jealous about it. I'm proud of it. Actually, I'm taking a little credit for it because I was one of the people telling you, hey, man, you got to plug into this YouTube. Because you were super plugged into the Facebook community, but I was like, bro, you've got to plug into this YouTube community. And when you did, everything changed, man. It's been a whole 100%. Different ballgame for you.
Yep.
And I'm glad, and I'm taking major credit. So everybody who loves Scotty Vaughn, you should love me because
he definitely gets the credit for sure. He pushed me into it.
We got Frog Brawler in the house. Don't fuck with these frogs, dog. Check out his channel. He's been playing around, doing some things. Maybe one of these days he'll his balls will drop and he'll show his face. I don't know. Maybe it's a possibility. Probably not.
Did somebody just get called out?
Balls could get dropped at any time with a man. Sometimes most of us it happens early on, but others it takes longer. What's up, Seth? Nice ass. Whose ass are we talking about, Seth? I used to be I don't really have it now, but I used to be well known for a Shaniqua ass. Is what they used to say to me. Voted best butt many a times. I'm old as fuck now, so. Oh, he's
Yeah,
talking
we're
about
old.
the video. Duh. I guess I need to catch the fuck up. Actually, I'm way behind. All right, let's catch up. Actually, what's up, Digger Jim? That's my beautifully freckled brother, man. Thank you for coming
What's
through.
up,
We
man?
got Brian LCS, the man behind the awards. Thank you, Brian, for all the work that you do. What's up, lady? Fantastic. Definitely check out my homie. She's so much fun. I like you a
Love
lot.
Caroline. She's so cool.
You are fun and continue to be fun. Continue to not care what people think because I eat that shit up. What up, 22 Comics? Good to see you, bro. We got
My
Bleecker
brother and
Street,
brother.
the Reverend. No disrespect to the Reverend Bleecker. The pimp named Slaughter takes no credit to that space. It was really an accident that it even got that preacher feel. But I know a pimp named Slaughter's told me personally that no disrespect to the Reverend Bleecker, the one who came first. And check out my guy on YouTube every Sunday giving sermons. Always a good time. Always lots to learn from a great sermon. You know, I'm not really a religious person, but I will go to a church if the sermon, if you got a great priest, because you can learn. You can learn so much.
Yeah.
I've met great preachers that have just blown my mind. And
Oh
if you
yeah.
got one of those, I'm
Absolutely.
in. I'm all in. I love that.
Absolutely. Me too.
All right, we're getting close here. We're getting close here. We got my brother Beckerman. He always wants to talk about FOC. I don't think he really wants to talk about FOC, but we'll see.
What's up, my dude?
We got TJ. What's up? A new subscriber, man. Thank you for plugging into this community, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Link is in the chat. It's pinned at the top if you want to jump in, man.
Come
Always
on.
welcome. Everybody is
Hang
welcome.
out.
I mean, you just can't show me your dick or anything. I'm really scared about that.
No,
Could be a
nope.
problem.
No wieners.
Scott doesn't need to be. Come on.
Oh man, that was wrong.
I made it a point to be nicer to Beckerman, and it's in the effort that maybe it would cause him to be nicer to me. Obviously, not working out yet, but we're gonna keep trying. I'm gonna be really nice to Beckerman, no matter how mean he is to me, and I'll report back in a month. We'll see how it is. Yeah, Facebook. I don't like. I've been making a couple of memes, and I thought about posting it to Facebook. I was like, man, Facebook is just dead to me. It's crazy because I was one of the people that insisted that all my friends jump on Facebook from MySpace. It was like, it's cooler. There's all these features. You have to have a college email in order to join.
Oh, I was
'cause
all
that's
in, dude. For years.
Yeah.
For years, I was all in.
And now I'm like, I don't even give a fuck. I don't have a real Facebook on them. I just have one for comics, and it's not popping. It's not live and popping like Instagram and YouTube.
I'm never on there anymore. I'm not active on Facebook at all.
Beckerman's on one tonight. It's funny because I went into his chat on the 4C comics, and I was like, Team Becker, yay, that's my guy. And this is how he comes into. So sometimes you have a friend, two guys who are friends, and just one of those friends is clearly a better friend. Although I will say he got me a Christmas present, I didn't give him shit. So there is that. So I guess it's a give and take. I'm not all. Well, Bleecker, thank you, brother. I love you, man. And I'm still waiting on that Spawn #1 we talked about. I'm not sure if you're waiting on me or if I'm waiting on you, but I'm serious. I still need a Spawn 1. A nice, crispy.
What? You don't have a Spawn 1?
I don't. And I was going to buy one from Bleecker, but then the trail got cold. But we'll see if we can fire that thing up again.
Yeah, man.
I am not scared of ding dongs. What's up, Taylor? Definitely check out Taylor. Check out TaylorWinder.com. I had to buy a shirt from there because he has such cool shirts on there. Like a lot of us are trying to make. A lot of us are making shirts. I don't know that any of us are doing it as well as he is, man, honestly. So if you have not plugged into TaylorWinder.com, definitely give it a look. You'll see his little icon has that 6.0 shirt on there. And those shirts that he has on there are really cool. That's the one that I bought. And I'm probably gonna end up buying some more because he's got some, like, he's doing it the way that you do it. You don't really make it about you make it about the consumer. And what you say, what kind of nerd shit is the consumer into? And he's done that really well, man. Kudos to you, Taylor. What's up, Bobby?
He's funny as hell too.
Thanks for coming. Well, he's kind of grumpy, and So yeah, he's funny in the grumpy old men kind of way, which I did love that movie. All of those movies actually. Sophia Loren is Hannah Waddingham is the new finest old woman ever, but Sophia Loren for the longest time, she was the finest old woman for me. I was a big fan of her.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Jill. Jill, thank you. And like Jill, if you could work on, because honestly, I've been working on him in terms of appreciation of you and like the things that you do that he needs you to do that he's annoyed by. I'm like, yeah, you're annoyed by it, but you actually need her to do that. It's good for you, so you should not be annoyed by it. You should be singing her praises. So if we could both have that kind of thing going back and forth, Jill, if you're still listening, that'd be great. And I mean, I know you've been working on Becca for a long time. You've been putting in the heavy work, and you're a saint, Jill. Never forget that. You're a saint for all the work that you put in on Beckerman. But we just have so much further to go with that, man. And I'm all in, Jill. So if
You
you
keep
ever
it up,
want to have,
man. You keep it
if
up.
you ever want to have a chat and we can talk, we can kind of game plan how we're gonna figure out how we're gonna fix this, dude. Let me know. Hopefully you caught on.
I had to come on here and tell Pimp Named Slaughter that he's welcome at Bleecker Street Comic anytime. That guy can preach it on that pulpit anytime, man.
I was just winging it. And
oh,
it
you were
just turned
awesome,
into-
dude. It was fucking great.
It turned into
I'm just busting your
sermon.
hump. That's all.
No, of course, and it's all good, man. It's fun times, man. Thanks for jumping on. How you been doing?
Not too bad, brother. Decent enough. Work was shitty tonight, so here we are.
It's over now, though.
Yeah, man.
How was any thoughts on the? I know everybody's been recapping it, but you haven't done it for me. So any thoughts on the awards? I know you were doing it a bit on Sunday, actually.
Hashtag channel loser to no hair regular beard guy.
Yeah, I know you were about that one.
I lost to him too, man. Don't feel bad.
I thought that the awards were pretty good. I thought that you guys put on a really nice show. I thought that the remembrance part was really nice. I thought, I think the whole show was really a good show. To be honest, I wish I won against a guy that has no fucking hair. But besides that, it was pretty good. But then I gotta also thank my lucky stars. I'm like, especially when I was inducted into that, I'm a fucking tiny little channel, man. I'm going up against guys that have over 1,000 subs and shit. Yeah. So I'm not too worried. I did pretty well to be a finalist and happy to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think about that too. And there's been some talk about it. Those categories like comedic content where you have these small guys competing against the big guys, definitely in the hair and beards. And if the awards show grows the way that it probably should, then those categories would be exclusive to bigger channels, probably, right? Because
it's just the nature of the beast, right?
Right. So we as the thing grows, there may be a need to have more tiers, but at its current size, I don't think there is. I think at the current size, it kind of sucks, but it's also cool to see those small channels next to those much larger ones too.
I think it's growing at a pretty good rate, to be honest. Like I remember when it started, I didn't know too much about it. I just was starting to get on YouTube, and then last year I remember that, and this year's been a little bigger. I think it'll stretch out and be something.
We grew
cool.
four categories, dude, since last year. Last year it was 22. This year we did 26. So I mean, it grew.
Wasn't there a lot of votes this year? I think as well, wasn't there? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, a ton, 2,400.
Like that's a lot of people. It's hard to get people to fucking go out and vote for your president or your prime minister or whatever the fuck you got, especially a bunch of comic book fucking dope heads.
Yeah. Especially when there's a section of them that are just going to be inherently against it,
Yeah, and you're always going to have people that really don't like it. And
I mean, it is a popularity contest, and popularity contests are kind of,
it is
in ways
I understand.
I don't win them,
man. I get it. Like I get why people don't like it, and I get why people love it, man. My advice to people is just enjoy your own thing, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Just
it's
have to
You know, and that's something that I've been stressing to people is like a lot of us feel like everything has to be for us, but everything doesn't have to be for you. There can be things that you don't like and you just don't watch about them. You don't endlessly post about them. You just move on with your life. Comic Journey, I got beef with you, man. I love you. You're one of my favorites, man. But I did everybody got a link to the after party, but I didn't get a fucking link.
oh shit. Oh shit.
I'm butthurt as fuck. I sent him a message on Instagram and he read it and said nothing back to me.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
like,
Maybe
like
just
I don't
can't
want
believe
to. I don't want to get all tough guy, but if you keep acting like this, you're gonna have to get the heat, dog. And I'm gonna start making memes about you and shit. It's just gonna have to be on if this is how you want.
watch yourself. You're gonna call out the journey. He's gonna be on
I,
here with hands
yeah,
shaking finger at
I
you.
ain't scared. I'm not scared of Comic
Yes.
Journey. I would destroy Comic Journey in a meme war.
Oh,
So
no.
Comic Journey, we can go to the meme war route if you want. If that's the beef you want, we can go that route, or you can, not ignore me and invite me to the after party next time. It's up to you, but there's only two choices here. All right, there's no middle ground. Just
I'm
saying.
actually surprised you didn't. He loves that sort of shit. So I'm surprised you didn't get. I'm surprised you didn't get an
It's
invite to it.
fucking bullshit. It's fucking bullshit, man.
That is some bullshit.
Beckerman got it. Beckerman got an invite. Apparently, there's some secret Insomniac chat where cool people get to.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not a part of
Oh, fuck off, please. Yeah.
it. I wasn't invited.
I don't.
That's when you know the mother, when there's a secret group chat and you're trying to figure out who's in it. Boom, that motherfucker.
I'm not sure. I just have nope. I don't chats. What are chats? Group chats? I don't know what you're talking about, guys.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious, man. All right, Common Journey. Let me know if that's what you want to do. Everything is supposed to be for me. You're right.
Yeah, well, that's fair. I love when things are about me. Sadly, they're not always all about me.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a lot cool. This world would be a lot cooler.
Right? It'd be great if everything was about me. It'd be fucking awesome.
Oh, I missed it I was there for a long time. I stayed up way too fucking late because I was having fun. And so I got like 4 hours of sleep that night because I was hanging out with you motherfucker.
I liked everybody.
But it was fun,
videos,
though.
Man. I liked all the extra videos that were added. Like with Travis and all that shit. It was pretty good.
Yeah, well, fuck, I missed it. I missed it in the chat. All right. I'll take it all back, Comic Journey. That's my bad. I overreacted. Me bad. Oh, that's Spanish for my bad. Scotty Vaughn, any thoughts from you on the awards?
Oh man, I loved it. I had a great time. Like Bleeker was saying, I really thought that the memorial thing was a great added touch. It damn near had me in tears, but it was beautifully done. I loved everybody's clips. Dr. Von Hoot had me rolling. Travis and Roscoe. That was hilarious. The this or that's. But I thought it was beautifully done. I mean, I thought it was very well done.
I think you did a great job with the production. I thought the production was really good. Obviously,
that was all Brian. Man.
And obviously, you guys already know that I have some issues with the awards. Not many, and they're not major. I don't really give a shit too much, but there are categories that can be tweaked and things that can be tweaked.
Yeah,
and I'm sure
I agree.
Sure, eventually they will be, man.
The bitching period is opening soon. And
is the bitching period on again? Is that what we're allowed to bitch now? Is that what's happening, or is it over next year? I'm not sure.
No, the bitching period. I mean, you can start early. I know Comic Journey started early, but Brian wants this thing to be good, and that's why the thing has grown and changed over.
He's doing a good job so far, man.
So he's paying attention to everyone's bitching, man. He is. He's absolutely paying attention, and it's going to get even better next year, man. I can't wait to see it.
And again, I wouldn't call them bitching, or me at least. Anyway, I wouldn't say I'm bitching. I'm like, obviously, there's always things that can be tweaked.
Some people are constructively criticizing. I would say that you are, but other people are bitching. Like,
I might have a couple of constructive criticisms, but nothing. It's again nothing major. It's just wording. So mostly it's wording.
DJ Links did all the finalist videos. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, he put all those together.
I'm surprised he didn't win a category, to be honest.
Dude,
he was
amazed by that.
Comic Journey Cancer was him.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
yeah.
like all of those guys were also against each other in that category, but they all
Yeah.
collectively won in comics
Yeah.
curing cancer. So
Yeah, they
That
were going to
was
get one no
that was
matter
cool.
what.
yeah,
That was cool. It was cool. How can you deny such an awesome charity? You just can't.
I don't think charity should be involved, but that's just my personal opinion. I think that should be another
No, I'm
category.
with you.
I think that should be
Dude,
another.
No, and I think that's
I'm
going to
with you.
change too.
Yeah,
That's one
yeah,
of the
but
things that Brian
again,
heard.
that's just
Yeah.
It is
that's
going
I don't
forward.
care that much, but I just that's something that when I think about it, I don't think they should be involved in
No,
it.
dude.
Awards. I don't
And
know.
I said it
I'm
on
with
the
you. I was
show,
just saying, like,
and I think that'll happen. Yeah.
Yeah. The award is that they did
you can't
awesome.
compete
They're
against.
fucking. That's a great fucking thing that they do. It's amazing.
Right.
So, Brian, when is the official bitching period begin, and how can people bitch? What's the best way to bitch to you? Let them know. Because I'm kind of joking, but I'm also being serious. Like the feedback to the show, all 3 years, but definitely the prior 2 years has made the show better. The feedback makes it better. Brian is absolutely listening. So, all of the, like you said, the thing you're talking about, that's already in the works. Obviously,
yeah,
comics
yeah.
cancer.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna
know
grow.
Robbie has said that he's stepping out of the hair category, so you're not going to have to fight with him next time.
Yeah, I'm not.
Um,
I think I don't know. People like K-pop are gonna win that next year. So
Dude, I mean, it's growing. This community's growing every day. There's going to be there's like 50 million more live streams than there were last year.
I'm a COVID baby channel, so I get you. And
I mean,
it's getting bigger
it's
and
going to be
bigger.
a lot.
and I think one of the weaknesses of and I said this on the show, but one of the weaknesses of the awards is that it's determined by who participates. So there's a ton of channels who aren't represented because they don't participate in it.
Yeah.
But that means that each year, who is involved, who's on the stage at the end is going to be fluid based upon the year-to-year participation that we see. So this year it was really cool to see Comic Tropes break through and really be a part of
that
it.
was awesome. Actually, it
And
was really
well deserved. Well deserved.
and I think you're going to see more and more of that where maybe either the channel itself or communities around the channel are going to decide, let's go take this thing over, because that's what happened with Robbie. I begged all of the channels last year, the big channels, hey, please start talking about us. And he promised that he would, and he did. And the result was he fucking took over. That was what happened. And a lot of people get upset about that. But unfortunately, guys, that's what we need. That's just what we need to make this thing what it should be, which is larger participation. And larger participation means that larger channels are going to start winning.
Even the guy that beat me in the hair category, I'm just going to say me because I'm really the only candidate. CJ wasn't even really, he wasn't going to win that. The guy that beat me, he really pounded the pavement. He got all his followers to go vote. He did and you know what? That means that all those people that voted now know that there's an award show. So
Exactly.
like my 12 people that watch me consistently, or 15 people that watch me consistently,
more than you know,
they may have voted, but like, this, and that's great that they voted, but they already knew the awards existed. Now this guy has gotten all these other people to vote. Now they sort of, it's going to get bigger, man, because of shit like that. It's just the way it is.
But it's circular. So because the people that theoretically, your followers, maybe they already knew about the awards, but they're plugging in. Theoretically, they're plugging into the awards and they're being exposed to the other channels that are being presented there.
Absolutely.
And obviously not every channel is going to be for you, but theoretically you're going to see one channel here and there and be like, oh man, that DVH channel is kind of funny. Let me go check him out. You were talking about that video. The video was funny with him dancing and with his kid there, obviously. But when they stopped the music and showed him just dancing with no music, that part.
It was so good.
No, man,
it was so good.
Great.
Well done.
Yeah. DVH is bringing it. That was really great, man. I loved it.
Just so many
it was cool seeing him win.
People, man. So many unique, cool people in this community, talented people. And again, I'm a fucking big winner. I got a present from Pocan Joe. So
that's cool.
Like I got a wicked fucking, I'm like, I won. I got a big fucking belt that says champion Bleecker Street Comics. So
hell yeah, dude. That's badass. I saw it. Yeah, it's sweet.
Yeah, man, it's badass. And that comes from being involved. Like, he didn't know who I was. He caught me on the awards thing, and then caught me in the in one of CJ's chats, I think, or whatever. And just you get to meet new people, man, because of this award show.
And Tyler's being a hater in the chat on Brian because he's a troll like I am. But shout out to Tyler. Him and Whack Comics were like, they were heavily involved with the first show because they were heavily involved in supporting it in that first. Like, they were people that saw the value of this thing right away, whereas I did not see it right away. So Tyler's trolling, but he's been a big force behind pushing this thing along. So don't listen to his trolling. Oh, hey, what's up? We got DVH in the house. What's up, Dr. Vonu? Congratulations on the win. We were talking about your dope video, man. We loved it. It was
Best
great
in the community, baby.
And I wonder, DVH, have you seen any effect at all on your subs at all? Because I felt like, man, if anybody's going to get a bump, DVH got to get a bump for that video, right?
Surely so.
How effective is this thing, really?
In the past month, I've had more subs than usual, and I've got myself up to 400 now, and that was like,
woo-wee.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
Yeah, man. So this
sub up to Bleak, guys.
This past month, I think that has something to do with being having people exposed to me or exposed to this, that, and the other. Yeah,
that's good to hear because that's the theory, but in practice, is it really working out that way? Is a question. So that's good. I know, Scotty, whether it's the awards or not, I know you've continued to grow, man. Almost at 2,000. I was like, what the hell, man? Almost you guys got from 1,000 to 2,000 so quick. I feel like it's like, what do you guys got that Bleak don't get?
they're probably doing a lot of shorts. Shorts really help.
A lot more content as well.
Doing shorts, and then once you get to 1,000, you start to see the ball roll a little bit faster.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
That makes sense.
It's not anything I'm doing but staying consistent.
Saboteur. Comic Journey, let me just start off by apologizing.
I'm glad that you all got a lot of subs out of this, because I lost about 2,000 subs ever since this thing started. So
I didn't grow any, really. I got like 2 or 3 subs off of it.
Yeah, I got
2,000 subs. Holy shnikes, that's a lot.
2,000.
I'm sorry, man. What do you think it was? Oh, we got a shot in the face, guys.
I saw his face. I saw a face shot.
Guys, link the timestamp. We got a shot of CJ's face. He had kind of like he had a Taika Waititi kind of look to him, didn't he? It was quick. I only saw it real quick.
He looks like he's from New York.
Definitely.
Did you have any thoughts that you wanted to share about the awards? I know you've been sharing them a lot, but I'm sure you're willing to share more.
What do you want me to say?
I want you to say what you feel.
What do you want me to say more than I have already?
What do you think is the most important thing that needs to be said about the awards? If you're going to say one thing, if you're going to say one thing,
I'll tell you what. They need to have better quality control in the panel. That's not a joke.
On the panel, what do you mean?
The panel, the council, whatever you want to call them, the people that are reviewing the submissions and the nominations.
The council.
They need to tighten up on looking at the channels and making sure that the channels that are in there are actually qualified to be in there.
For example, what was a channel issue this year?
There were a few of them.
There were some big issues at the beginning of the year with, or at the beginning of this with new channels.
The new channel, that was one of them. That was a big. That was a big blunder.
Nobody, you could be on YouTube for 20 years and not make a video. You know what I mean? So there's some issues with that particular wording, and that's definitely wording I would change.
Hey, no.
Okay, I hear you on that. That makes sense.
Just wording. Again, it's just wording. It's just so people have a more clear.
Here's the problem: everybody doesn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I have no problem chopping people up.
No, dude, I know. I kind of know what you're talking about, and I knew of one channel, and I'll just straight up say it. There was one channel that I knew of that straight up quit the channel for most of the year, and they were a nominee, but they straight up quit their channel.
Yeah,
so it's got to be a little bit more looked into as far as everybody that's in there. Okay, for example, Bueller, he left. He decided to take himself out of it, right? At one point.
Yeah.
Okay, that was his prerogative. After like really thinking about it, he was still doing a collaboration project, not necessarily with the one with Bob, but he was doing one with Nick from Dynamite Studios. But still, he decided he wanted to take himself out of it. So what was the solution? Let's make it only 4 people. No, the next person running and the 6th person should have been put into the spot of Bueller.
That's a good point, actually.
That would have been fair.
That's a good point.
That would have been right?
Well, if you're going to
I don't have
have
a problem
six,
with
if you're
that
gonna have
logic.
6 nominations anyway,
I mean,
it's not a bad point.
reasonable.
You know, how many channels, how many Bleak's channel, K-pop's channel, all these channels, just because they were created years ago, they didn't start making content until less than 12 months.
Yeah. I started making content this summer. Basically.
Why were they not?
Yeah, my YouTube channel existed way
CJ, why
before
don't you
I made
join the
videos.
committee then? Like, I think you'll be annoying as fuck, but we
Who, me?
probably should have to deal with it.
I was. Nobody listened to me when I was there.
I think
I was
mine
arguing with
like
everybody. Nobody
7 years
listened to me.
old. And
And so you left? I don't remember you leaving.
I was never invited back.
I don't remember you ever being in there.
I was there for year 1. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, but we should I think, like I said, I think
hold on. You have selective memory. You
Well,
don't remember me being part of that panel the first year, that committee.
I wasn't part of it the first year, so that.
Oh, okay, so how do you not remember them? If you weren't
Because I
there,
wasn't part of-
how were you there
I'm
not
so-
to remember?
Wasn't there, so I thought we were talking about I didn't know that the committee existed in the first year.
Yeah, I was there.
So-
Mike was there.
yeah,
the
I
first
came
year.
in the tail end of year 1.
Yeah, I didn't support this thing until after the first show. I was like, oh, I see what you're trying.
I'm
to do.
actually.
I just found out late.
People think I'm negative about it. I'm not.
You are negative about it. You
I'm
are.
absolutely not. I'm very supportive of it. Because here's the thing: if I was negative about it and I was not supportive of it, I would not talk about it.
That's pretty true.
Yeah, pretty straightforward answer right there, Frog. Yeah, I wasn't there, so that's why I don't remember.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah,
That'll do it.
Am I wrong?
I
No,
don't.
not wrong at
I
all.
honestly don't think a lot of your points are wrong, CJ. To be honest.
No, I'm
I
serious.
think
if I wasn't supportive of it,
I think
and I,
you blow
if
things
I,
out of proportion, definitely.
If I hated this thing and I was not supportive of it, my way of shutting it down would be not talking about it once.
And that would be the number one way to shut it down. You're right. What's up, Comic Cap?
The fact that I'm talking about it, whether people agree with me or not agree with me about my opinions, keeps it relevant.
Right.
I agree, because that's what's his face.
Brian
Decor,
knows
that's
that.
what
You
he
know
was
that.
doing,
Everybody
too.
knows that.
Yeah,
That's what he was.
I might
spreading the word
have
for.
little pissy things with Brian, but he knows I'm fucking around with him. It's not like as if it's like.
Well, I don't know if he knew last week.
Yeah, he came on. That was awesome to have Brian.
Dude,
Come
I don't know. I think we
cool.
broke kayfabe there. What is it called?
That was pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, if I took that seriously, if I took it seriously, it would have gotten worse. I didn't take it seriously.
I know you.
Now, if he was serious about the way he was attacking me on there,
we don't want. I don't want you to take it seriously. That would be ugly.
That's a different thing. You don't want me to take it seriously.
It would be very bad. Please don't take it seriously, CJ.
I could hold my own. Trust me. I got no problem. I got a mouth. I got a good mouth.
That's why a meme war with you would be funny. I mean,
you lose.
You'd be a force. I don't think I'd lose, but it'd be fun either way.
Depends how far you want to take it.
My memes are just
where are your boundaries? Because every time you do it, I'm going to take it one step further and one step further and one step further.
Well, see, that's the difference. Is you're going to go for mean, and I'm going to go for funny. And that would be.
I'm going to go meme, not mean. Meme. Like Mary.
I'm going for funny. I'm trying to make the people laugh. I'm not trying to make people think I'm a badass. That's not my thing.
All right, I'll give you an example. I gave Scotty a lot of shit. Okay, I gave him a lot of shit months ago. A lot of shit.
Who, this Scotty here on the panel?
Yeah, this Scotty.
Thanks, DVH. Appreciate you coming through, man.
That's Scotty.
Okay.
And I'll tell you something. He stood his ground. He played the game. He did whatever, and I gave him respect for it. You know what I'm saying? And here's the
That's
thing.
how it works.
He actually improved his freaking channel. He freaking is doing better with his interviews.
It was all you.
I actually watch some of his freaking interviews.
You do. I appreciate that. I appreciate it.
So I give him credit on that. I call him our Theo Vaughn
in my youth.
I love it. I
was
that.
a badass.
You do the same exact interview.
Not a badass anymore.
You literally do the same exact interview. You have the same freaking grin, and you laugh. You laugh awkwardly the same way Vaughn does.
Later, Gary B.
It works.
And definitely check me out. I'll be on Gary B's channel Thursday night. So plug into Gary B. Ready for that. I got to get ready for that, actually. I got to look at my first appearance and make sure I don't repeat myself.
Yeah, okay.
What's up, Brian? How you doing, brother?
Look at him. He came all in black today.
He's down by the river.
Brian's down by the river. We got Brian down by the river here. What's up, brother?
Mr. Brian, how you doing?
That's right. Yeah.
Norrin Rad, what's up, brother? Thanks for coming through. Brian, we're giving you the stage. You have to say something when you first come on. You have to have something to say. So what are you gonna what are you gonna use with your what are you gonna do with your time? He's supposed to come on and I was hoping he was gonna come in hot. Like he came in hot last time.
Oh yeah, it was nice. It was really warm.
He left for real?
I thought it was going to pop out and then
he
come back
and show his face.
I would never kick my brother Brian out. Oh, here we go. He's back.
The Godfather. That's funny.
Brian, what's up? How you doing? What would you
good.
like to use your opening time to talk about? Would you like to say "fuck off, CJ"? Or
No. I just, if people have feedback or complaints or whatever it is, just direct them. Just give them, directly to me. I mean, I know there's been a lot of talk about, after the show, after the award show, and I try to watch as much of the content as I can, and but. CJ goes on for 6 hours. I mean, I need the clip.
You missed about 4 hours of me arguing with Jimmy Neutron.
All that.
The fucking guy. He comes out to my freaking stream and starts gloating about his fancy hair.
No hair. His no fucking hair.
Yeah. Well, what happens? Well, he thanked his hairdresser too. Did you hear that?
That's right.
Jimmy Neutron is Robbie. I didn't know this.
He feels so proud of his hairdresser and his stylist. She's so happy about it. Nobody gives a shit about my manicurist. Nobody gives a shit about her. What the hell? It's all about the stylist.
Nobody gives a shit about all the native people that died for my hair. Nobody cares about that shit. Jesus.
And psychedelic, you speak absolute truth here. And I think this is a truth that a lot of us deny. A lot of us will say we don't like drama, but we absolutely love.
Oh fuck,
we don't like. Yeah, we don't drama. We don't like drama for us, but we love drama.
For somebody else, right?
Yeah. Everybody knows very well. If it wasn't for nuts like me just talking about shit, random shit like this, then you know what? In the beginning, there'll be a stir. Nobody will everybody will, let's go vote, whatever the case. They'll forget about it for months. And then at the end, let's see who won. And then they'll forget about it. What you need is more nuts like me talking about it. I'm telling you.
Well, I got two questions. So if, say, next year, whatever channel we want to pick wins DJ Lynx wins 5 or 6 awards next year. So is he the one we're going to bring the pitchforks out at? Like Robbie seems to be the scapegoat. Seems to be the guy we're beating up this year. Last year it was Reggie. You know what I mean? Like so.
That's why I was mocking it.
With the other awards that he won. I don't think I don't think the other awards that he won, he was not worthy of winning. He was. He's very qualified to win those other awards. The reviews.
He was qualified to win. He has hands. He has hair. He has
not hair. He's too normal looking. No. The problem is he's too normal looking.
Well, then everybody knows.
Take a guy like E-Man, who's never been a finalist. Look at his hair.
This is where you lose me. This is where you lose me, CJ. Is CJ, you decide that things have to be one way because you decided it, but it doesn't have to be that way. He has all of the things that are necessary to win that award, regardless of what you think. I mean,
everybody knows that award is for abnormal looking people. He took that away from.
Does everybody know, or just you know? Come on,
I did not know that.
Just like you do this a lot, where you decide this is how things should be, and it's like, no, well, it doesn't have to be that way. It's actually quite open. It could be a lot of different ways.
No, because I'm telling you that's how it's supposed to be. You don't understand. I'm telling you.
Okay, duly noted. Duly noted. Well, I think I did want to say. I just want to say real quick though. You talked about how you talking about the awards helps the awards, and I think that's true to a degree. But I think you can go too far into the decor territory where you're creating pitchfork parties that are actually pushing out negative.
But here's the thing: everybody harps on the negative stuff. They don't ever harp onto the positive stuff. Half the show that I did after that, the thing I also said all the praises of the show.
I must have missed that part.
I missed it as well.
Well, that's the thing. You all harp onto the negative stuff. I see a lot of positive.
Sprinkle it in the middle there, so
I give you a lot of credit. Honestly, I thought what you did with some of those skits, the epic skit, you made me freaking piss my pants when I saw.
Yeah, that was surprising. I wasn't ready for that. Yeah,
no,
that was. And at first, I didn't know who it was. I wasn't sure.
You missed one line.
I figured it out.
You kept saying "Let's go," but you forgot to say. Who's gonna get it? You have to add that in there, you know.
Every time I watch, I didn't know who he was. I stumbled across his channel on Whatnot, and I thought it was a woman because
he sounds like a woman.
When you first hear his voice, to me, it sounded like a woman. So,
he does sound like a woman, yeah.
But when I saw the videos with the books at the comic show. And then he did a bunch of lives. I got to see his face for the first time. I was like, "Oh, I had no idea who he was."
Yeah, we had some call outs that first year too. I remember things were hated. Things were hated back then.
With that first year with Pressable Defects, who was one of the first ones to pick a fight with Butcher?
Yeah, you stepped in.
I don't.
You stepped in and. I'm trying to think who else did, but
yeah, I wasn't aware
because Mama is cool as hell with Jay whenever I see him. But first year, holy shit, we went at it.
Yeah, we squashed that pretty early on, the Butcher and and we actually met at Terrificon. So we shook hands and we're good. So
yeah, but I kept going for like a year. I kept trolling him for a year. I met him.
I like Pressable Defects and they don't seem to do it as much now, but that was the thing I didn't like was they would like be haters on other people in the same space. And I'm like, that's not the way to go. A lot of people watching you. A lot of people watching you also watch that other stuff. It's not a good idea to try and separate people like that. You gotta open this tent, baby. Comics, we need everybody on deck. We can't be excluding people from this thing. That's the way that I feel about it.
I'm gonna give the Butcher a freaking shout out because the fucking guy, he could drink. He could freaking drink.
I bet he can. He looks like he can.
Holy shit, he gave me a run for my money. Him and Ozzy.
If I'm gonna stereotype, he looks like just like the kind of motherfucker that can drink.
Oh god.
Like some dude from The Wire, one of the cops from The Wire.
So, I say what I say, but at the same time, you have to take everything into consideration. It's not like
yeah, but I think if you spend an hour, 2 hours at the front criticizing and then 30 minutes to an hour.
Well, that's how I know who my true fans are that watch me.
Well, then all people are only getting the negative. And I'm just saying it'd be nice if you sprinkled it.
Those are just the comic journey posers. Those are the only guys that watch.
When you get going, it's decor-ish. It's definitely
talk about. I've got into arguments with decor too. I've also got into agreements with decor.
We don't. Like
He's not all crazy. Trust me.
No, nobody's all one thing though. Right?
There's some solid stuff.
No one is all one thing. You're not all Saboteur. You're just a lot of Saboteur, but you're not all one thing.
The funniest thing I saw was somebody. So I posted a bunch of all the winners on Instagram. And a bunch of people were posting on Instagram and things. And somebody still came up and commented, "Oh, it's just it's a bunch of guys just voting for themselves, and it's like
What?
that was the argument in year one. I think we're kind of beyond that. But
It wasn't even true in year one either.
But there is some truth to that. There is some truth to that.
Well, yeah, I mean,
No,
we
it's not.
still haven't hit all corners of the community, right? And there's still a number of channels that maybe not aware of it or not on board with it. But we, every year we continue to grow.
Yeah.
When you get a channel like Comic
We're
Tropes,
getting there.
some of those
It's our
bigger
Grammys, bro.
channels.
And what did I say about Comic Show being in there? I thought that was the best thing that could ever happen for this award.
I was really happy about it too because it's evidence
and I truly
that
believe
the
that
thing is spreading a little
Yeah.
bit. So
And
I
we
was
got to
happy
talk
about
with
that
him.
as well.
I got to talk to him a little bit on Instagram, back and forth messaging. I mean, he's a super nice guy. So
I
having
liked him
somebody
a
like
lot,
that
too.
in the corner of the CBC Awards is an amazing thing because his audience, and I think him being a finalist really bumped a lot of
It's what we need. It's what we need.
the amount of people voting because he had a lot of votes.
It's instant clout. I think it gives instant clout.
Absolutely does. Yeah.
Yep.
And that's why it was cool that Reggie put it up. Like a lot of people, they go, oh, look, he's bragging. I was like, I think it's awesome that he's putting it up there because, again, he's putting the word out that these things exist and you can win it too.
No, I mean, Pete, like him or hate him, Reggie's good at promoting. I mean, he had C3 on, he had DJ on a few times.
He was at last awards.
Yeah.
That's surprising.
Yeah.
He didn't win by at least one.
I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool the way he helped promote. Like a lot of people saw it as something for self, which certainly there was something for him in it, but like it wasn't all good for him to make that decision. Right. And that's why a lot of them haven't made the decision to do that, is because they, I'm pontificating here, but they fear the backlash that they'll get from the hipster community that we have in this
I could see that
comic book collection.
A
lot of hipsters in this freaking space.
But we've got, so I've already got like a list, a laundry list of suggestions that came in throughout the year. We'll address the C3 thing, the charity, the community artists we'll look at. Well, we may look at maybe taking a category or two and putting it in the tiers to make it more fair. I really don't want to try to grow the awards too many. So we're at 26 categories. I don't want to add, but I think like the live stream hangout could be a category because there's so many people doing live streams. Just to kind of hangout live stream, Insomniac Theater. Friday. There's a lot of just streams that are just hangout stream.
That's true.
So I think that could be a category that we add, but I struggle with trying to add more categories.
Honestly,
how do you guys feel about? How do you feel about the hands, hair, beard category, guys? I mean, not just Brian, but like,
let me just tell Brian one thing: you don't have to add more. You don't have to add not even one more award. What you should do is substitute. And I've told you this from last year. There's too many tiers. The 1, 2, 3 tiers, too many. Cut it in half. Put 2 tiers only. 1 to 2,500 and everything over. That's it.
But I think so. That's your opinion on it. But there's others who are the other side where they think more stuff should be in tiers, right?
Well,
yeah, there is an argument there.
How many freaking tiers are you gonna have? Okay, why don't we do 1 to 100, 1 to 500?
No, I wouldn't change the tier numbers. I would leave them as is. What I'm saying is maybe take a category like best ongoing series and put that in the tiers, right? Because there is
exactly
just like any category. If you have a channel with 5,000 subs and a channel with 500. It's tough for that channel with 500 to gain enough votes to be a winner. So
I look at it differently. If the one that only has 500 was able to be in a finalist in the same kind of category with ongoing shows that have over 10, 20, 30, 50,000 subs, that's clout in itself. The fact that you're able to be a contender and compete against those channels in the first place, that's a big deal.
That's what I said about that. I said that earlier today. Just me being as a finalist with people that have 1,000, 2,000 followers. That's pretty awesome. I don't have that followers.
Let's say Insomniac was able to get as an ongoing series, and I was going up against Comic Tom, Comic Tropes, and I lost. Am I going to be upset because I lost against him? No, but the fact that my ongoing series actually made it into top 5 with those
it's true
channels.
That's exactly how you got to look at it.
Brian, the only one tier that I not tier, the only one ad that I would do maybe, and you don't have to, obviously, it's just a suggestion, is maybe best editing or best.
That's one we have on the list. Yeah,
I
like
just
that.
something, because I do one series called To Slab or Not to Slab, and I edit the shit out of that. It's not going to get voted, and I don't care if it does. But like, people really spend it takes a fucking long time.
Yes,
you ain't just whistling Dixie.
Yeah, it takes a long time to edit channel.
Well, I think that's why the live stream has become so popular, right? Because you throw up a live stream, you throw out a link.
That's why I
come
do it.
Hang out, right? You don't. No editing needed.
Well, it's something. I mean, there's there's give and take with that too. You can't just have a stream and just you got to add a little bit of sparkle to it, Yeah,
it's true, but it's still way easier.
No, you get a Kool-Aid Man, and
you get some good sponsors like Gorman and all those guys. You got to get with that kind of thing.
Gorman,
it takes me about 4 hours to edit a video that I like a 10-minute video where it takes me. I can go on a stream for 4 hours and just do nothing.
Yeah, I used to do all edited videos, and now I just do this live show pretty much, and some memes here and there.
Well, my edited videos don't get as many views, but I still like doing them.
And it's worth, I liked doing it for as long as I was really learning how to do a bunch of stuff. So it didn't matter that I wasn't getting views because I was learning how to do things all the time. But then when I started getting to where, like, all right, I know how to do a lot of stuff and I'm still not getting views. So it's time for me to figure something else out.
It's discouraging.
It can be.
But it's not. A lot of people will take that and push it outwards and say the problem is not what I'm doing. It's people not watching it. No, the problem is what you're doing. I'm sure it's way better, but it still sucks, and you have to.
Here's the thing.
You got to keep going.
Here's the thing. You got to find what works for you and what you're good at. That's basically what it is. And the better you hone in on what you're good at, and you just focus on that, that's going to grow your channel. I went through like a real pause state with my channel where it wasn't growing, it wasn't shrinking, it was just like there. All of a sudden, I decided to go that WTF route, whether it was good or bad for my channel or not. I got a whole different audience that I never had before.
You did. You're right, though. You did. You blew up too.
So
you found your stick.
Now I'm at the same point where I was when I was at 400 or 500. I'm in that stagnant age. I'm around 1,500 now on my channel. It's stagnant. It's just staying there. It goes up, it goes down. It just stays around there. Once I figure out and hone in on a new audience again, it's going to bring it up a different. It's up to the individual person that creates their stuff to find what works for you, what doesn't work for you.
But it's not that. That's actually not the case, CJ. There's actually like a whole bunch of things to do to make your channel better. And it's not what works for you; it's what works for everybody. Like there's major channels; they all do the same thing.
It starts with you.
Yeah, for sure. But like,
what are you good at?
You should be doing videos. You should be doing lives, and you should be doing shorts.
Whatever you're good at, whatever you're very good at, take that and focus on it. And whether the medium is shorts, whether it's pre-records, whether it's streams, you need to figure out a way to incorporate it. If you notice, lately, I started dropping videos again, which I stopped doing for like over a year.
Yeah.
I'm doing them. Why? I was lumping everything into the streams. I was doing unboxings during the streams. I was doing all that. Now I'm separating it. I'm doing it differently.
That's a good idea.
Will it help the channel? Will it not help the channel? I don't know.
I think it will.
But you got to play with it to figure it out. You can't just cry about it. Oh no, nobody's coming to watch me. No, figure it out.
How many people watch a full live stream after it's over? That they can't interact with the chat, they can't interact with the host.
You'll get views, but how much of it are there?
I actually get a lot. My streams actually get a lot of replay value.
Yours are good to have background when I'm in the house. Actually, I like listening to it.
It's like a car wreck. You got to take a peek.
Yeah, I think that's what happens. People just don't want to figure out what the hell we were talking about the other day, and you never know who comes on. Like, past couple times, Madam Blaster comes on and she started doing talking her dirty talk, and it was it got different. You know what I'm saying? So, people don't know who's going to hop on and who's not going to hop on during the stream, so they play them. I get probably just as many replays as I get plays during the video itself. But it's a little bit of an oddity. You know what I'm saying? My streams. When I used to do the normal streams, maybe 100, 150 people, maybe. Once I went nighttime, everything changed.
Well, because you have an audience that's probably not, it's being underserved there, right? There's not that many live streams at that time of the night.
I gotta give it a shout out to Spinetix, because they stopped doing it. And there was nobody out there filling in that gap at that point. Yeah, so I'm like, you know what? Let's give something for the children of the night.
Hey man, I just chose a spot that none of my friends were doing on. Like, I'm like, okay, I don't want to like step on anyone's toes, like Marcus or CJ or K-pop. So I chose Sunday morning. I was at the shop anyway, so it's a good time.
It's worked out great too.
How I did my Saturday stream, it was more of like just finding a spot that was good for me and that I wasn't up against anybody.
I just don't.
Well, real quick, Indie Key Comics talks about how editing sucks, and he mentions how it was taking up so much time for 200 views, but and that's what happened with me, man. Is I wasn't getting 200 views. Actually, I probably would have kept going if I was getting 200 views.
Yeah,
actually, that's not true. I was getting it sometimes, but it wasn't really
39 views. I think is what I'm getting.
But that's what happened for me. I was like, I was taking a lot of time. Yeah, I was asking my wife to do things for me so I could finish editing videos, and it was just really eating into, and it just wasn't worth it. So I had to quit doing it too. I started just doing live streams. But
lately I've been getting the problem my pre-recordeds. Be lucky if I hit 100 on my pre-recordeds.
The problem with what I've done as a result of it is that I only do this show now. And I stopped throwing things at the wall, and you're never going to do what CJ's talking about, which is define your thing if you stop throwing shit at the wall. So you got to keep trying shit, and it's going to suck, and it's not going to get the views, but you got to keep trying to figure out how to make it better.
But I mean, if you look at the numbers, if you do a 10-minute pre-recorded video, right, it takes you a half hour to shoot it, a couple hours to edit it, or whatever it may be. There's most people are not going to watch that full 10 minutes. They're going to fast forward to maybe when you're doing the unboxing or whatever. They're going to watch a percentage of it. When you do a live stream for an hour, I'm typically getting people that are watching for 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
More than triple than what they would watch if I did a pre-recorded video. And I can throw a live stream together and spend an hour and be done. No editing, and it's more bang for your buck.
And the reason why is a big draw in our niche, a really big draw in our niche is all of us, like some of us maybe do, but most of us don't really have a lot of friends that collect comics. Most of the friends that we have that collect
absolutely not
are in this space.
I've tried so hard.
And so that's why the live streams
tried so hard
well. It's a way for us to hang out with friends and have friends who collect comics in a way that we can't have in our own space. I think, and that's one of the biggest values that we're given. And that's the problem with videos about indie comics, Indie Key, is that we've got to figure out a way to make videos about indie comics that give the viewer value. Frog Brawler talks about how YouTube wants to get away from long format, but I think that's a misunderstanding of how YouTube works. YouTube doesn't give a single fuck how you watch. They just want you watching. So if you're scrolling through short after short after short, that's cool. If you're watching a long hour-and-a-half video, that's also cool. They don't give a fuck what you're watching, just so that long as that you watch and you stay watching, and when you're done watching a video, you click back into another one. That's the type of shit that they give a fuck about. They don't give a shit about it like that at all. What's up, Real Rude? Good to see you, my man. Thanks for coming through.
They just want eyeballs on their content.
Yeah, they don't give
a shit. Watching whatever.
Yeah, whatever it is, they don't give a damn. As long as you're on the platform and you're staying on the platform for long periods.
That's part of the reason why the shorts
like Frog
program is
Brawler
going through a lot of different changes right now, because the quality of eyeballs they get on the shorts are not there. So they're trying to figure out which way they're going to go to get that TikTok type of stream.
Exactly.
Shorts don't translate to
Spine Ticks represent
channel. It just doesn't. I get subscribers from shorts, but I don't get them viewing my channel. Like when I do lives or when I do videos, they like shorts. There's people that really just do the short thing. I'm like, all right, whatever.
True.
And I think there's a question about how valuable the short subs are, but I think, I don't really know.
Yeah, I mean, when I do shorts, I certainly do see the pickup in subscribers, but very rare do I see those new subscribers come hang out.
It's
in a live stream.
I've almost never. Had one.
True.
Few and far between. You get some, but
Brian's a great example. He was putting out regular content on as far as his Spider-Man stuff, his weekly stuff, unboxings, and that kind of stuff. I don't think his channel really showed its character and developed to what it is today until he started doing the Breakfast with Brian stuff. I think the Breakfast with Brian stuff is what turned his channel from just another channel that does the typical new comic book day and unboxings to a channel that had its own persona.
It's a great live stream. It's a great live stream.
Well, no, it's not only it's not that it's a great live stream, because there's a lot of great live stream. He has a certain niche with that live stream. He took that breakfast time hour. In the beginning, he was actually making breakfast and showing breakfast and getting people to come over and do breakfast. It was a different thing. People probably don't remember this, especially some of you new jacks like you freaking Scotty. You don't remember when he first started. I used to jump on with him, and I used to just drive, and
literally worried he was going to run a stop sign or something.
I had encounters with homeless people. I had, it was a different kind of. It was good. It was fun.
Well, you've gone through a lot of what do you call it? Growth in your channels as far as what you do. You used to just drive around all the time, CJ. That's what I hear. Like
Then people started doing it. Here's the thing: when too many people do the same thing I do, I stop. I don't want to be lumped in with a whole bunch of people doing the same shit that I do. So when I see too many people starting to do nighttime shows, that'll be my time to stop. And I'll do something different. I like to be to do my thing, and I don't like to go with trends. I like to buck the trends.
That's cool.
I still don't know.
Frog, I think
there's times I've gotten to bed at the beginning of his stream and I'll wake up and he's still streaming. I'm like, what the fuck?
When I get up for work, he's streaming. Like I watch it when I'm getting ready for work in the mornings.
Nothing wrong with that.
Frog, I think you got a shot to make some really interesting. If you could like even cut one up and have a short of maybe showing a shrimp eating or some shit, or one of your animals eating some shit, like that'll fucking get views for sure. Especially if you edit and make it snappy to where there's no dull spots. You could definitely get some views going for that shit.
He's got some cool content out there, and he's got a cool persona, dressing like a Taliban everywhere he goes. So I think there's something. I don't know what it is, but I think once he hones in on what that is, he's gonna have a very interesting channel, like a really, really interesting channel, like that's gonna be must see.
I'll take Tuesday nights, Tyler. Who's gonna cover the rest? We got to stop CJ.
Well, I'm going live in 20 minutes. I'm going to react to this stream, so join me.
Go for it.
The after party.
Give me a reason not to do it.
We are at an. Oh, go ahead, CJ.
I say that all the time. Go do it and do it better, and give me a reason to do something else.
I wish I could just stay up. I gotta go to bed.
Yeah. Short forms are getting short form is getting a lot of eyeballs, and YouTube. It's not that YouTube wants you to watch short form stuff. They want to give you the opportunity to be able to watch that stuff. They want to be able to offer it to you if that's what you're watching. They want to be able to fill that space. So again, it's not that they don't want you watching long form content. They just want to be able to serve you if that's not what you're watching. You're watching short term.
I think they're supporting long form to some extent more than the short form, and I'll tell you why. once upon a time, for the guys that remember, YouTube wouldn't allow you to put breaks between a 8-minute or a 10-minute video. They added that. They made that mid-roll break later on. Why? Because they found that 8 to 10-minute video actually has a lot more traction than the 2-minute video.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
It can, it depends on a lot of factors. Yeah. I think for us, you have to hook them. You have to start from the beginning and say, this is what I'm giving you, and this is why you want it, and then deliver on that hook. I mean,
you have to be able to give to be successful. You got to give something to somebody that they need or they want, they didn't know they want. And that's just all of business in one sentence, man.
Yeah, it really is.
You have to fulfill a need to be successful.
Provide value.
Yeah, provide value.
Provide some kind of value. That's what it comes down to. Even if it's value of somebody hating your guts, because there's plenty of channels that absolutely you hate. People want them to die. That's how much they hate them, and but they will watch them.
Yeah, I think
to the end.
Howard Stern said that. He's like, the people that like me watch me or listen to me for like an hour. The people that hate me listen for 3 hours.
That's true.
Yeah, hate watching is a thing, man, for sure. All right, we're at an hour. Let's see.
I was not original, Indy. I was definitely not original. I'll tell you that much. I was not original. I just made what I do my own. That's it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's original anymore.
No, there's no original ideas. We all pretend that we have original ideas, but we don't.
And this is true about every space, Indy. It's not just comic books. Every space is. I mean, if you watch sports shows, they're all regurgitating the same fucking shit. If you watch 24-hour news, they're all regurgitating the same shit. Like, it's true in every single space. It's just a matter of how many eyeballs are you competing for.
Yeah.
And we in the comic book niche, we're competing for a very small number of eyeballs, really, especially in the grand scheme of things. CJ, what's going on with you, man?
Before I answer that, I will accept that compliment by Indy. Yeah, I will take the being the champ of late night. I am the champ of late night, at least for now. Until somebody dethrones me, I am the self-proclaimed champ of late night comic book talk. All right, so that's it.
And the
CJ or Rude should
just for that. I'm going to stream in about a half an hour.
Spine Tick should take that space back on Saturday nights from him.
Well, let them. Now it's mine. They got to come and try to get it.
Sith could take it easy.
I got a kung fu. Yeah, he could try, but I got a kung fu grip, and you know how hard it is to break those fingers on the kung fu grip. So we'll see. Now it's mine.
Community.
Come and get it.
Any words for the hand talker community as a representative of them?
As a representative of the hand talker, now I'm motivated. I'm going to stream in about a half an hour. Now I feel like streaming.
What are you going to stream about?
Maybe 45 minutes.
Inspired.
Are you going to talk about how awesome I am? I think you should do that.
No, I'm going to tell them how awful you are and how I saved your channel from FOC again.
Tell that Joe guy to be nicer to me. He really hurts.
Where has Naman been? Where's Naman?
Joe's my enforcer.
He's not on the same channels. I just saw him on, was it Metarog today? Yeah, he was on Metarog.
I was hanging out with Metarog today. Okay.
He was on the other day with us over on Bleak's channel.
He was on my channel on Sunday, but it's been a minute since I've seen him. So
yeah, you know what? He's sleepless in Seattle right now. That's the problem. So you know that's basically it. But yeah, I don't know. We love the worm. The worm will be back in full when he's back in Virginia again.
Yeah, man.
Now he's in hibernation. That's what worms do in the middle of the winter. They hibernate a little bit.
Way underground.
Chris, I've been missing you, brother. Thanks for coming through, man. I've been missing you. Hopefully, I get to see you in Planet Comic Con.
I appreciate everything that the community provides in their own different ways.
Yeah.
Except for the people I don't appreciate. You know the people that I don't appreciate, and I'll tell you that I don't appreciate them. So
shout out to Rob Liefeld.
I don't appreciate Rob Liefeld.
John Gang.
Shout out.
I'm not.
Shout out to John Jang.
I'm not a fan of the John Jang.
Who else, guys? There's a long list.
Shout out
Shout
plastic
out.
bags.
I'm not a fan
Yeah,
of
shout out to
Nico
sellers who don't offer bags.
Shout out plastic bags.
Shout out to all the people who come into the chat and say hello endlessly.
You know I'm right about the bag thing. You know I'm right about the bag thing. I don't understand why everybody gives me such a hard time. You go buy something, they give you a bag, you put the stuff in that you bought from them in the bag, you're done. That's how it works. No, here.
I have bags at my store. I understand. I know what you
That's
mean.
how it works.
Yeah.
And if you're in a state that it's illegal, because some of our states like New York are illegal to give out bags, sell them a bag.
But I don't give a bag, I offer a bag. Different.
I love me some Comic Tom too, Indy Key, despite what the haters like real rude say. He definitely has haters, man, and I don't really understand them.
You know what? Now I'm motivated. Now I want to stay the king of the late night. Thank you, Indy. You gave me freaking motivation. You sparked the fire under me. That's what I needed.
All right, so guys, gear up. Comic Journey going live in 30 minutes, an hour?
45 maybe?
About 45, around 11:30-ish. I need time to make a coffee, and I need time to make a thumbnail, and I need time to make a post on Instagram to tell everybody. By the way, if you're going to be doing YouTube channel stuff and you have an Instagram channel, post that you're doing a YouTube show. It helps. It helps. About more people watch when I do an Instagram post than when I don't do one.
It's hard to transfer people from Instagram to YouTube, I feel like.
Absolutely not. I thought the same thing. 20% more. I've done the math.
Oh, well.
Every single time.
I'll try and be better about it then, because I stopped doing it. So
if you do it about 5 minutes before you actually are about to start your show, you just post it and say, going live now. Guess what?
Yeah.
While you're going out, you're going to see a change in how many people come just to check you out.
I do that.
All right.
In different groups and stuff.
I need to do that more. You're right.
I'm not talking about it in groups. I'm talking about you can do it in your groups.
Just on your own post.
I'm talking about you make a post that everybody that you're connected with actually sees it.
It's a good idea. You're not wrong. I actually don't do that.
That's how I get the Comic Toms. How I get the Fire Guy Ryans. How I get the Robbies, all these guys that like are not part of our community and they're too big. That's how they come and show up. Because
Robbie actually popped in mine last week. It was crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like
that's my guy. I love you some Robbie.
They're connected to you and they see when you go on.
Yeah, I should do that more. I will. Good job. Before we go, Jamie Harbart, and what's up? Shout out to Jamie, man. But he would like to know, what do you think about Alex Toth?
Who?
I don't have any opinions. Looks like he's a cartoon artist.
How do you feel about Iron Age of comics? The emerging Iron Age?
That was his next question.
What is the Iron Age of comics?
I don't know.
What is it? Is it 1990s?
Do I have haters on it? Everybody loves me, Jack. What are you talking about?
Just got to dance more, Marcus. Just dance more on Instagram. You'll be fine.
I think I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I think TM ran that whole thing into the ground. I don't think that one's going. Chris,
Fire Guy is the guy that's always watching. Not necessarily.
Alex Toth is the good shit. Apparently, I think that's what he means by that. So,
I don't know what good shit Alex Toth is. Educate me.
Yeah, I don't know what that is
either. Anything else you want to promote? Or anything else you want to say something nice about Brian and the awards before you go? Because I don't think you've.
Didn't I just tell him he did a good epic clip? That was nice, right?
Anything else besides that?
His head's less shiny today.
Oh, come on!
I don't know. What do you want me to tell you? I was being nice to him. I didn't tell what the hell.
Come on, man.
You did,
Brian. What's going on with you?
Breakfast with Brian on Saturday. We're going to do a football. We have a fantasy football league. The comic book community has a fantasy football league. We're going to do a live stream Thursday night before Thursday night football, and 1,500 subscriber giveaway. We're going to do Saturday night, 5 p.m. I have, there's an entry video out there, but we're going to I hit 1,500, so we're going to give some books away.
There you go. Check out Brian LCS on YouTube. And if you missed the Comic Book Community Awards, it is still sitting over there ready for you to view. So go check it out on his live stream.
Whatever Brian's giving away for his 1,500, that's also part of my 500 subscriber giveaway. So go on over to Brian's.
Boom. There you go. Put it all together. Bleeker, what's going on with you, man? Besides your 1,500/500 subscriber giveaway?
Getting doing church. And not too much, brother. I think I'll be on Biggie Shaq's show this week, the Collector Club. The Hunt is always going on every other Friday.
How about Biggie's clip from the Comic Book Community Awards?
That was amazing. It was amazing.
Biggie was great.
Yeah, Shaq's
highlight.
Shout out
I
love
Shaq.
that.
This or that was funny too.
Shout out to Real Rude 6 also. Love you, buddy.
Yes, love me some Rude.
Yeah, I'm not too much, brother. You know, I'm always checking you guys out, always trying to watch as much as I can as far as people's content goes, and just trying to be a supporter, trying to be cool. That's about it, bro.
Hang out with the homies, man. Well, thanks for coming through. I appreciate it. Check out Bleecker Street Comics and definitely show up for church on Sunday. Always a good time, my man.
It's important. We have a prayer.
Scotty Vaughn, what's up with you, man? What do you got going on?
Dude, I can't believe I left out Biggie Shaq's Shaq Tunney thing from when I was talking about the show earlier.
Great.
That was amazing. Like that was
he told us that was Brian's idea, actually. So
that was so funny.
Idea, Brian.
Well, I didn't want Biggie to, kind of badmouth the community, right? Because I don't want him to get all in trouble again, so I figured, well, why don't we get his alter ego to do something?
It was so good.
And he nailed it. I gave Biggie very little direction, and he nailed it.
Yeah, he did great. I enjoyed it, man. That's a fun character. I know Beckerman loves him some Shaq Tunney and some.
Biggie's nuts in all the best ways.
He really is. It's like he can get away with a lot because we all love him. Like there's a lot of stuff he gets away with that not all of us could get away with because we just.
If I said half the shit he say, everybody crucified me by now.
Yeah. It's true. It's absolutely true. He gets away with a lot, but he should, He's
but
fun,
anyways, I will be hanging out with Fable and the PCP Bad Batch crew this Saturday at 1 p.m. over on One Collection Down on YouTube. And then he's going to turn around and come back and hang out with me on a Comic Book Addicts this coming Monday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern.
Going back to back.
So me and Fable are going to be kicking it.
I like it.
Yep.
That's what's up. Check out S Vaughn 82 on YouTube. One of those channels up and coming around here, man. Thanks for jumping on. I appreciate you. As far as me, same old every Tuesday, FOC. Thanks for coming through. I appreciate everybody in the chat and everybody that jumps on each week. This thing is like the Comic Book Community Awards. You guys are entirely determining, what it's going to be each week, and that's part of the fun of it. So I appreciate that. I will be going back for my second appearance on 1011 this Thursday over at Gary B, the Casual Comic Guy, this Thursday.
Yeah.
So look for that as well. But other than that, I'll be back next Tuesday for another FOC and chill. Again, I appreciate everybody. It was an episode 37 in the books, man. I can't believe we've done this 37 times. And looking forward to number 38, man. So thank you. Peace.